Hey guys, welcome back to another cryptocurrency video focusing on the Antminer L3+. So a lot of you have been asking about profitability, and that's probably going to change around Christmas time because at the beginning and the end of December there is another batch of these miners going out. So the difficulty of mining a particular coin is going to go up by probably a significant amount. So what I decided to do, which is up to you if you choose to do this, don't break your things, but you can overclock the Antminer L3+, and I believe some of the other Bitmain machines. So I put a modest overclock, so now the machine does about 605 mega hashes rather than 504, or about 500, because it's always plus off minus 5%. So as you can see here, it's been about 16 hours and it's all looking pretty good. We have mega hashes there at 605 with an average of 602, and everything is looking pretty above board. We've got 151 per chip, and the worst hardware error so far is 199 on one chip that has always been a bit funky. I've not had any problems with temperatures. It's quite cold in the UK, especially at this time in winter, and we've only had one reject in 16 hours from this overclock, whereas normally I won't see any at all. I think after a whole week of running I only had one as well, which is quite something. So everything seems to be above board. So far so good. But do remember that Bitmain say that overclocking will invalidate your warranty. So if it's already out of warranty, then the risk is up to you. If you do it during your warranty, then they may not actually replace it. I don't know how they tell it's been overclocked, if you reset it or whatever, but presumably they have some sort of method, some sort of code in there that lets them know that you've overclocked it. So if you're wondering how you go about overclocking it, then all you need to do is go into your miner configuration when you've connected to it, go into advanced settings and change the frequency. In this case, for the speed I have, it's 462. I have mine at 462. You can go higher. I wouldn't recommend that, but some people have. But I believe the standard is 384. So it's quite a modest overclock for what you get. And so, how has it been after 1 month with this little extra overclock at the end? Well, I have actually been spending some of my Bitcoin because I had to buy a replacement Vive base station. So I spent a bit of money there, and I also bought a game. There's plenty of places to spend your money online. With Bitcoin, a lot of stores now support it, so this is what I'm looking at the moment, £15.9 per day. And right now, in my wallet is that amount of Bitcoin. And obviously that can vary, it does change a lot. So if we take what I originally had before I spent some money, after 3 weeks was £379 worth of Bitcoin, plus this 127, let's call it 128. Actually, there's some unpaid in there, which is about £4 or £5 worth, so let's just call it 130. It's a bit more than that, but whatever. So £509 a month, but obviously that's not what you get because you have to factor in electrical costs. So at the moment, this for me is a minus £80. It's £80 worth of electric per month, so 429, which again is very, very respectable, at least at this point in time. Even if it halves over the course of Christmas, even if it halves, that's still quite an amount that you're basically getting for nothing, as it were. And if you take off the fees of transferring it to a proper Bitcoin wallet, usually about £3, £4, £5, depending on how much you're transferring, that's still £424 a month of just profit, which is obviously amazing. And obviously it can be more than that if Bitcoin continues to go up. So, long story short, is it still worth getting one of these? Yes, but do watch out for what happens over the Christmas period with the 2 next releases of this particular miner, because I don't want to see the same thing happen to Litecoin, which happened to Dash, which was a shit ton of people buying the Dash miner from Bitmain, and then profitability just absolutely plummeted massively. And you can't get rid of the goddamn machines now. They're literally on eBay at one point they were like £10,000 and now they're about 800 because nobody wants them because it just shot down the profitability each month like crazy. Unless you had a massive farm, and sometimes even then it wasn't really worth it anymore for that particular coin. Also, before I go guys, I'd like to give a big shout out to the 3 people so far that have used the referral link for NiceHash. NiceHash is literally the best place to be right now in terms of profitability and getting paid directly in Bitcoin. A lot of people do complain about the fees on the website, but considering the price difference, the profit difference, sorry, of what you can get monthly, it is a lot better than most other places at the moment. Obviously, that can change at any point. So this may not always be true. At one point during a month, it might be better on another site, and vice versa. So you gotta keep on your toes and see what's what and where the profitability is. But right now, for me, it is definitely NiceHash in terms of getting paid in Bitcoin, which is a little bit more stable. It did have that 30% drop earlier in the month, but obviously it soon bounced back and is doing incredibly well right now. And so hopefully we're shooting for the moon, boys, and let's see what happens next. So again, referral link in the description down below if you would like to purchase mining power from NiceHash, and then you don't even have to waste any electric or buy a miner. You just literally rent someone else's miner, as it were. So you pay for the hashing power and then get paid in whatever particular coin you are interested in. Some people do quite well and profit off that. And obviously, a referral link is good for me. So everyone's a winner! But don't forget, guys, it is like betting on the stock market and shares and all that kind of thing, kind of. That's probably the best comparison. So you could get gains, you could get losses. Those losses could turn into gains again should something happen. I mean, one day, government could just completely try and outlaw Bitcoin and, you know, the price could plummet. Or they could embrace it and then the price could rocket. You literally never know. Like that 30% drop earlier, sometimes it is a bit of a roller coaster ride. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.